Yeah. Street. Yeah. You already know what it is, man. Yeah. Okay. They said big kill streak, I wanna be like you. Wanna walk, wanna talk, get my knee like you. Goddamn. What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Sean Ford, aka Big Kill Streak. You can check out my music on my other channel at Big Kill Streak, but that's only if you want to. Today, we're going to be doing a reaction to a video from, I believe, Garanthem. I haven't done a weapons reaction in a little hot minute. I know that's what my OG audience came here for. So, that may explain why I've lost a few subscribers. I'm not sure. But, we're not moving away from that. We're just mixing in other things. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I'm not going to talk your ear off. Without further ado, let's get started.
Pick. Our
How
team
deadly?
How this is what we're gonna pack. So
how deadly is the new 8.6 Blackout cartridge? Apparently, this is a new ammunition. I guess I'm not 100% sure.
Originally, our custom.
Surprise, surprise! It's just as deadly as any other bullet hitting you in the head or the body.
Oh my god, dude! It just came. It hit me in the crotch.
There's brain everywhere.
You know what this one looks like? That one scientist, like Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
So Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be answering a very important question: how deadly is 8.6 Blackout? If you're not familiar with 8.6 Blackout, the best way we can describe it is how, Charlie?
Very, very slow, but very deadly. It's not something you want to encounter if you're out there cow tipping at a feminist rally.
Huh?
So we have slugs that are over 350 grains. Go ahead and show them what that guy looks like.
Boom.
Oh yeah.
That, and then
Are they hollow point slugs?
post mortis.
So there's been a lot of development at 8.6 since we did our initial video, so we're very excited to now test it on human ballistics. Now, to be clear, it is typically used for larger game.
Mm-hmm. Yes, large, like Moms Demand Action rallies. Very large game there. They're like water buffalo.
Precisely. So we're excited to see what kind of results we're going to get on humans. And another great thing about 8.6 Black is it is ridiculously quiet. Go ahead and talk and say something.
Anyway, so I was at this beet farm.
It is dummy quiet,
That is extremely
dummy
quiet.
deadly, and a very interesting new round. So, without further ado, let's get into it and start shooting this stuff.
Yeah, let's go shoot some.
So we have several different rounds that we're going to be testing today for them. We have this one from Just Cause Solutions. It was sent to us from the guys at Q who make
It's like a
fix right here.
goddamn chapstick.
As you can see, this one looks horrifically devastating. I'm actually very interested to see how this performs. So then we have Gorilla Ammunition. This is using a TSX round. This is 210 grains. I'm guessing that these rounds are meant to travel a little bit further. Then we have...
How expensive do you think these rounds are? He might tell us, I'm not sure, but I ain't gonna lie, these shits look real expensive. I ain't, for real.
a 300 grain Sierra Match King round. We'll see how those perform. Usually Sierra Match Kings do pretty well. And then finally, we have the Fort Scott munitions. That one just... Oh, that's a penetrator. Okay, that's not quite fair. That's going to be for very large game. But it'll still be cool to see, like, it's just going to pencil through the gel. So if you're, like, shooting, like what?
Like size-wise?
Yeah, like, what would you shoot with that?
I'd say anyone who's, like, donates to Act Blue.
Before we get into the video, we're going to show
What the fuck
you
is this dude talking
speeds. So we have Just Cause Solutions in here right now. Those are those wild-looking rounds. We fired 3 rounds already with a standard deviation of 1, so they seem to be fairly consistent. Let's go ahead and give it another round. Between 950 to 980, it looks like, on our rounds. So, as you can tell, that is below the speed of sound, which is 1100, which is why it is so quiet. So, with all that being said,
That makes
let's
sense.
go ahead. Let's check the gel. Let's see which round is going to be deadliest to shoot into the dummy. But of course, before we get into it, we have to thank the biggest sponsor of the channel, who's whom?
Stupid dummy legals.
The Sonoran Desert Institute.
not
Looking
what
Shout out
to get
SDI.
them very much. Charlie just did that on his own through YouTube. But go and check them out. They support a lot of love. And of course, who can we not forget? Mike.
Primary arms.
Which,
and
guess what we have right
there we
here?
Go, the best LPVO there is.
We love this thing so much. They sell pink to them. If you want to get better,
It's gonna yell at you.
and it will turn your gun into a dry fire machine. Dry fire is going to make you a better shooter. So go and using isn't made by AAC. Here,
Damn,
ballistic
it's a
gelatin
lot of
right
sponsors.
here. And we're not going to give it to Charlie after. We're going to fire each of the rounds through, see which one produces the most. What results?
I don't care. I wanted the Stephen Hawking one after.
Devastating results, and then we'll be firing at Stephen Hawking right there. First up, Just Cause Solutions, 350 grain, ginormous hollow point. Colton, ready?
Dude, I don't think we've ever heard that from around before.
I was
I
going to
don't
say
like
you
that
can
at
hit
all.
an impact.
That was the
that looks
deepest
wild.
thud we've ever had, without a
Oh, you
doubt.
remember when that lady dropped her kid at the...
Micah, look
Yeah,
at that.
cut his
dude.
ass off camera.
This is the craziest wound tract I've ever seen in gel. So what we have
Dude,
to
look
point
at
out
the,
here
like, the
is that
spiral,
due to
the
the twist
spin.
rate on the 8.6 Blackout, it's traveling at over 500,000 cubic feet, 500,000 rotations per minute. So it's a very fast spiraling projectile, and you can see that in the gel, and it just
That
traces
is
perfectly. And that
gorgeous.
temporary cavity was just insane. That was wild.
It's probably like one of the most unique
The
gel
most
impacts we've ever seen.
And this thing got ass too. Again, it is made for a larger game, so this would continue to travel through. That's incredible performance. Okay. No way. Next up, we have Gorilla Ammunition. We love them very much, and this is a 210 grain Barnes TSX round. You can see how this performs right here. Colton, you ready? Oh, shit.
What just? That like exploded. That was.
It zipped all the way to the other side.
I'm not even kidding. That was terrifying.
Yeah.
That sounded.
Holy shit, dude.
Look at that.
What is that, dude?
Looks like a cool...
Look at
That's
those.
insane.
You see those? You see those fragments coming off?
Yeah, look at that like little piece. Like,
Yeah,
right
there's
there.
3 pieces that shredded off right there, and it continued through. That was violent. TSX, what the hell? Okay, both are extremely violent. They're both, I would say so far it's the Barnes TSX. That was insane.
Yeah, the Barnes is dropping homeboys.
Dude, so like the TSX and like a 5.56, remember how violent that was?
Yeah.
Then scale that up to 210 grains of just copper, and that made like a little. It's actually the only time I've shot gel where I've been like, what the heck just happened? Because
Yeah,
it
that
made like
explosion noise was.
it was pretty loud. It was louder than the gunshot. So it was fire, thwap, and then like the combustion inside the wound cavity. What are we doing? We're firing about 200 right here, and you're gonna see, well, 250. You're gonna see how long it takes for the round to reach the target, if I can actually hit it. Jesus.
Damn.
It takes so long, dude.
It was like
We
1 or
have
2
Gorilla
seconds,
Ammunition
1.5,
once
2
more,
seconds.
Firing a 300
Six.
grain Sierra Match King, which we love Sierra Match King, right, Micah?
Yes.
Let's see how it does in 300. Sold?
Huh.
I wish the viewers were here to just hear the thwap.
Dude,
That's a huge difference from the first 2 rounds.
That is
That is
weirdest fucking.
Stop cussing.
Sorry. It's like very uniform. I've never seen
You
anything
almost
like
like
that.
can't even see the
Yeah, but-
trail back here.
That is
Starts right here.
bizarre. Look,
Top down, dude, Micah.
Whoa, no diddy, my boy.
we've never quite gotten as different results from different rounds from the same caliber as we have from 8.6. There are so many different projectile manufacturing methods and kind of designs that they have, and they're all performing much differently from each other. I think that's what's very interesting. It seems to be a very versatile round. You can truly choose a round kind of tailored to the type of game that you're going to be hitting. It is wild.
Kind of menacing, especially if you were like a doctor like myself. You don't like, oh, he got shot with 8.6, and well, one, you know, it's not going to be in like Chicago or anything, but two, it's like, how do I treat this?
How do you know it's not going to be in Chicago?
Come on, that shit's expensive.
This round is so sharp right here. So we have to thank Francis over at Last Shot for sending all of the 8.6 black ammo with the exception of the Just Cause. Very cool of them to send us this random and kind of rare ammunition, but this round right here, Fort Scott Munitions with the Tumble Upon Impact, it's really sharp, and I think it's just going to pencil right through.
I do too.
But you know what? I've been really wrong about this ammunition before, so who knows? I want to be clear, this is a solid copper spun projectile, 285 grains, Fort Scott Munitions, Tumble Upon Impact.
That just hit SpaceX.
I'm sorry, Elon Musk. So this is really interesting. Just like the Sierra Match King, it made that really odd. It's the round tumbling as it goes through. It's just the weirdest stuff I've ever seen.
Tumble Upon Impact works.
And again, it's curved at the end, huh, Micah?
Why are you saying that?
That Fort Scott performed wonderful, to be clear. This is a tough one for me. I think we'll use TSX and we'll also use Fort Scott. So we'll kind of alternate between the two on the dummy. Hey, stop touching it. There's a lot of questions about how we're going to do the slow-mo on the dummy. So you're not going to see a huge impact. What we're going to see is a very large exit. So we're going to be having the slow motion camera behind the dummy to see what happens as that round exits and how much junk it takes with it. What's going to happen? Michael will be filming the front at just slightly faster speeds, but I'm very interested to see what the exit wooden tracks are going to look like from the 8.6 Black. So let's start shooting humans. We'll start with the brain. Another thing that we have to point out with the TSX is that round is going supersonic. So that 210
That shirt is super ditty,
above
bro.
the sound barrier. It's traveling at approximately 1,900 feet per second.
Yes.
Which is fast for an 8.6 Black. And as you can see, the results certainly speak for themselves.
Now we're getting into the real stuff. Let's shoot this gummy, boy.
First up, 210 grain TSX. To where, Charlie?
To its domicile.
Its head. That's
Head. I'd get brain from Stephen Hawking.
On you.
Jeez. Crazy.
Oh my god, dude! It just came, bro. It hit me in the crotch.
There's brain everywhere. I don't think we've seen
I've never.
that. That was more violent than a shotgun round to the face. And that was one single round from an 8.6 Black. And to be clear, Mike has a semi-auto. And that works just as well. That's pretty cool. This is a...
This should be like the go-to round for just dropping chesters. You know what I mean?
It's a Chester.
Oh, it's a pedo?
Okay, next up we're going to fire a 210 grain TSX through the left chest. Is there going to be any chest left after this, Micah?
Clever.
What are you doing, dude?
Not today, Batman.
All right. Okay. Go.
See, but then with the body, it just pierces right
That
through.
made the weirdest sound.
That was weird.
Is that spiral round?
No, this is a TSX. Yeah. Right here. Left chest.
Oh, wow.
Just straight zipped.
Oh. That's not as like horrific as I would have thought, but that's pretty bad. That had a ton of carry through, and the flowering and the pedaling is huge. All the blood from the brain. That was wild. Did you hear that noise it made?
Yeah.
Okay, I've been trying. What are you doing?
This is literally the best one I've ever put my finger in.
Let's go ahead and let's use the Fort Scott Tumble Upon Impact.
There's such a cavity inside. Like, it's effortless.
Come
My finger's
on,
not
no
getting
ditty,
hurt
bro.
or anything. It feels good.
We have the Fort Scott munitions tumble upon impact, which was horrifically
No
violent.
ditty,
This is
young
a
boy.
subsonic round. What do you think it's going to do, Micah?
Zip straight through.
Really? Think
Yeah.
so? I think it's going to do.
I want to see that round versus a cinder block before we go home.
Okay, done. Go ahead. Here's the initial impact. You can see that wild spark. Is it bad?
Look at it.
That's weird. You can see that twist pattern that came out. Look at the chunks of bone that it took with it.
Oh yeah.
That's
I don't know how
wild.
well it translates to camera, but it's like a tornado inside.
It's like a tornado twisting.
Look at that. Look at all that shattered bone. No.
Next up, we are going to try the Just Cause solutions because you know what? We want to see what happens. We're going to be firing it through the gut. And Charles, what do you think is going to happen, buddy?
Oh, it's blowing back out.
It's
messing them guts up.
not the phrasing we were supposed to use.
No ditty. Actually,
I saw bone come out the back.
That one
Did you see
definitely.
that?
It sounded wet.
Yeah. It sounded very
also
wet.
actually have drink.
My favorite part is that you can see that round, even from like an oblique angle, just coming through, and nothing stopped that round. It just came out taking vertebrae with it.
Yeah.
Very not good day.
Oddly enough, that's literally the exact same way Stephen Hawking ended up in a wheelchair. He was trying to make some little guys do math and watch him, and like they just didn't have it.
All these channels
discovered
gotta
that
have
moon
like
craft-
one like weirdo
Yeah,
dude
not big enough for his
saying some
finger.
weirdo shit.
So I can. This
That's how it
is this
seems,
is odd
though.
compared to all the other rounds. I've done a
At
lot.
least
of
Scott
this.
is the
that like a
only
good
one
texture
there
on the
saying
inside?
weirdo shit.
No, it kind of like it feels
It's
like
kind of funny.
you know when she's seen other people.
Next up, we're going to test carry through. So we have the Fort Scott munitions, solid copper projectile. I think that has the best chance of making it through. And we have 2 cinder blocks right here to test penetration power, which is important. Why, Charles?
Well, because it really determines the long-term relationship of whatever you're going with.
Fort Scott munitions, 2 cinder blocks.
Whoa.
See, but it looks like it only made it through one side of one.
It didn't even make it through once.
Oh, here's a slug. Look at that. Just expended all its little energy. That thing is hot, by the way.
This is the least most predictable round.
Do you want to try the TSX?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, we
This
now
is the
have
most
TSX
least
going
predictable round.
supersonic. See if that has any.
Or you could just say this is the least predictable round.
Oh.
Yeah. Call me a Grammy Nazi, but I'm kind of that guy.
No, just barely. You know what? Okay, that slug's got to be somewhere. Oh, there it is.
The real question is, will we ever get a round that goes through both?
You know, not even the 338 would go through both. Remember?
No.
Yeah.
Here you go, dude. That's gonna be hot.
So note to self, double cinder block my
I picked it up.
walls.
We have the semi-auto. Who made this, Micah?
That's a Faxon.
Hey, I love this
The
thing right
Faxon
here.
Sentinel.
So we're gonna be just dumping 20 rounds and we're using Just Cause solutions. See what it looks like.
It has been a hell of a journey, but everything ends someday.
Just start trying.
Hey, pretty good trigger finger, right, dude?
That was really good, dude.
Thank
There
you.
goes $150.
Well, this is what happens when when you go to Epstein's Island.
150 bucks for
make this
20
thing.
rounds. That's what I was saying. I knew this shit was mad expensive.
It shot its nipple out. Look,
Oh, that is a nipple.
that's a nipple.
Look at that. How interesting.
Yep.
Science once again giving us many wonderful mysteries to contemplate.
Look at that. You can almost.
How'd it feel out of semi-auto?
Oh, really great. Recoil's pretty manageable, less than a 6.5. Kind of feels similar to a 6.5 to be honest,
Look at.
which is not much at all.
You can literally.
You want to bump fire this, Micah?
Yeah, I kind of do.
Here you go, buddy. It has to be pointed out how insane it is that there are semi-auto 8.6 rifles. It's I love it. I like to see more development
It's
here.
so satisfying.
All right, go bump fire, dude. I'm gonna get out of the way.
Let's see. Let's see if I can even hit it.
Do it.
Ready? Yeah. God dang it. I messed it up.
Well, we've
Here
done
comes
a lot
the
of testing
ATF.
on 8.6 Blackout. So let's talk about it. I think the thing that we need to point out is how different every round performed, but also how good every round performed. There's a lot of, I think, promise when it comes to 8.6 Black and the application it's good for. So when it comes to a super quiet round with a really good BC, i.e. the ability of the round to carry through, I think 8.6 has a lot of merit. As a general all-around rifle, no, this is definitely a more specialized round. This is definitely a large game round, some type of urban sniper role, which it has been used that for, it has been developed for. But
Urban
you can
sniper.
see how effective this is. I think what's really compelling is, if you ignore how creepy Charlie is, with a semi-auto, whether it be the Q, whether it be Faxon right there, you have a really good platform to deliver a lot of power really quickly. And I think that there's a lot to be said, because if you imagine like having like a 25 rounder in that one, Micah.
Yeah.
So with the Faxon, we have mostly AR-10 DPMS components, and we have an 8.6. And the best part, 8.6 is made for a short barrel. So 12 at most, and they function extremely well. This is a really promising round. I'm really interested to see the applications that it ends up getting used for. What was your favorite round, Charles?
Oh, it was the subsonic for sure.
Which subsonic?
It was the what's in the box.
Michael, what was your favorite?
So, you know, I was gonna say the TSX, but I don't feel like I could say TSX because it wasn't subsonic.
I agree with you.
So then I have to say the Just Cause.
Yeah.
I would say the Just Cause gave me the biggest warm fuzzy as far as performance. Now they all performed well. It's just the Just Cause was such an interesting wound tract, and just like, especially under the slow-mo, did you see the amount of damage it caused as it went through? And then of course the smoke farts that's pretty much an indication of performance, right, Micah?
Yes.
All in all, 8.6, really interesting. Can't wait to see what more is going to come out of it. Guys, thank you for watching. Tons more ballistic tests, tons more reviews coming. Don't miss them. And as always, guys, stay cool. And dad advice with Charles.
Oh, hi guys. I'm going to touch on and expand upon what Asian Phil said, is be nice to people. I disagree with being nice to the government workers, but be nice to them. Just be a friendly person. But at the same time, you must realize that communists aren't people, so those are not included in what I just said.
Elon Musk has bought.
Well, there you have it, people. There you have it. What was that, 8.6? Pretty beautiful round, pretty beautiful performance. Obviously extremely too expensive for your average Joe. He said, I believe he said $150 for 20 rounds. Crazy. But tell me, let me know how y'all like that. We got a lot more to come, because I haven't, I've been kind of letting the gun videos stack up so I could just slide on through with a flurry of them and give the people what they want. Until next time, I want y'all to have a fantastical day and night. Thank you.
These bitches, they be crazy saying anything. I don't want your love, I want a diamond chain. I don't want your heart unless it's chrome. Bitch, I be in my bag in this go yard. They like Nero, you the man, boy, you go hard. Sending shots right at these niggas like a postcard. Pussy what I'm swimming in it like the Coast Guard. She gon' strip like she on a pole, we let him pose on. We ain't cuffing on these hoes, we breaking hoes off. Red dot on his nose, now he ruled off. Chopper hit him, it's gon' send him to the gulag.
Chopper hit him, it's gon' send him to the loading screen. Rolling green, pussy boy, you just a hoe to me. Why this nigga kill